Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao has looked over the past and set the stage for the future. He opened the National People's Congress with a speech to thousands of representatives from across the country. He told them government leaders have set an annual growth target of about 7.5%. Over the next 2 weeks, delegates will set policies and complete a month-long transition of leadership.
Well, the 3,000 or so delegates are streaming into the Great Hall of the People behind me. They're from all walks of life, the military, business, even sport. But the majority have one thing in common. They're members of the Communist Party. The National People's Congress is a rubber stamp parliament. The agenda has been agreed long in advance. The highlight will be Premier Wen's annual work report. It marks his political swan song as he prepares to step down. During this speech, he warned about some of the problems facing the country.
As a new premier and a new president take over during this month's National People's Congress. In opening today's session, retiring Premier Wen Jiabao says China's leadership should be unwavering in fighting corruption.
The transformation of government functions has not been fully carried out, and some areas are prone to corruption. Some of these problems have built up over time. We should have a strong sense of responsibility towards our country and people, work harder and solve these issues more quickly in order to meet people's expectations and never let them down.
As I mentioned earlier, social development was also a big focus in Wen's final work report. The Premier said it was important that the people's well-being is the goal of all government policy. Wen's speech also contained a promise to create more than 9 million urban jobs. The annual defense spending will again rise by more than 10% this year to $116 billion. Chinese commentators and the U.S., however, say the actual expenditure is far higher.